All right, welcome back, everyone. Today we are going deep, deep, deep into the Spider-Verse.
Oh, you mean?
With Spider-Man, No Way Home.
Okay, yeah, No Way Home.
We've got the IMDb page pulled up, and we are going to uncover some seriously cool stuff, like behind the scenes,
Oh, nice.
secrets, and surprising connections to past Spider-Man films, and
Hmm.
even like a glimpse at a different version of the movie.
I always love that stuff. Like, what could have been, you know?
Oh, yeah, totally. So first up, get this.
Okay.
Benedict Cumberbatch, Doctor Strange himself.
Right.
He actually chose to not read the whole script.
What?
Yeah, he wanted to just experience all the twists and turns fresh, like while filming.
Wow, that's a pretty unique approach. Most actors, I think they want to know the whole story.
Yeah, exactly, like where their character's going and all that.
Right. I wonder if that like helped him portray like the sense of discovery that Doctor Strange has in the film.
Oh, that's a really good point. Yeah, it's like it adds a whole new layer to his performance for sure.
It does.
But not all the surprises in the movie were on purpose, though.
Oh.
So IMDb points out this hilarious goof.
Okay.
In Peter's high school, there's a mural, right? And it has a carbon atom, but it has 5 bonds.
5 bond. Okay.
Which is chemically impossible.
It's a big no-no in chemistry.
Yeah, like big time. So have you ever spotted a mistake like that in a movie?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Especially if it's something that I know about. I'm always like, wait a minute.
Right. You can't help but notice it.
Yeah, totally. Like, it just kind of takes you out of it for a second.
Totally. But okay, back to No Way Home. So Matt Murdock, Daredevil, he has that really insightful line.
Oh, yeah.
He tells Peter, you might have dodged legal trouble, but things will get much worse. There's still the court of public opinion.
Ooh, yeah, that gives me chills every time I hear it. Like, so powerful.
Oh, yeah. It really makes you think about how powerful perception is, especially today when everyone's like so connected online.
Right, and it adds like another layer to Peter's dilemma.
Oh, totally.
He's not just battling villains, he's battling like what everyone thinks about him, which can be,
yeah,
just as bad.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's like, is it even possible to escape public opinion? Especially if you're Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's the question, isn't it? And I feel like it goes beyond just superheroes, right?
Totally.
Like we all deal with that pressure to like fit in,
Oh, yeah, big time. Okay, so let's talk about that post-credit scene.
Okay.
With Eddie Brock and Venom.
Oh, yeah.
They get sent back to their universe, but a tiny piece of the symbiote is left behind.
Do you think they just put that in there just for fun? Or is that like a hint at something bigger?
I have a feeling it's more than just a fun little, like, tease.
Yeah. In the comics, even a small piece of the symbiote can, like, do some serious damage.
Right. You could attach to someone else.
Totally. Maybe create a whole new symbiote, even. Like, so many possibilities.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. The MCU loves those little cliffhangers, keeps us all guessing.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, so get this.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's an alternate version of No Way Home. Like a different cut of the film.
Oh, wow. What's different about it?
So it's called the More Fun Stuff version. And it's got extra scenes, including introductions by all 3 Spider-Men.
All 3? Like, together?
Yeah. Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland. All together.
Wow.
I know. It's crazy.
That would have been amazing to see.
And there's more scenes with Matt Murdock and Happy Hogan, too.
Oh, man. I'd love to see more of them.
And then, this is the one that I really want to see. There's a new post-credit scene with Betty Brant.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So she's like recapping all the high school events, but Peter Parker's just erased from the whole thing.
Whoa.
Because of the spell,
Right.
It's like really sad, but also like really powerful,
Yeah, it shows how much Peter sacrificed. Like, it really does.
Totally. And the source also mentioned some connections to Spider-Man 3, the 2007 one.
The Sam Raimi one?
Yeah. But it didn't really go into detail.
Interesting. I always love these little nods to the past,
Oh, me too. So many layers to this movie.
Yeah. So where do we go from here? We've got like a scientifically inaccurate mural.
Right.
A piece of a symbiote just chilling out there somewhere.
Right.
And a whole other version of the movie with like bonus features.
I know. Where do we even begin?
Well, I think we need to look at one specific thing that I think a lot of people missed.
Okay.
Did you notice any parallels between No Way Home and what happened in Spider-Man 3?
Like what?
Well, think about how how public opinion turned against Peter after he was blamed for something he didn't do.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like, how does that connect to No Way Home?
Oh, yeah. In both movies, Peter's, like, publicly shamed for something he didn't do.
Exactly. And it kind of adds to the whole tragedy of No Way Home, don't you think?
Oh, totally. Like, he's been through this before.
Yeah, he knows how fast people can turn on you.
Right. And now it's like the whole world knows he's Spider-Man.
It's like 10 times worse this time.
Way worse. Plus, the whole multiverse thing is at stake, too.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's not just his reputation anymore. It's like reality itself.
Exactly. Oh, man, the pressure.
Talk about responsibility, right?
Seriously. Okay, but going back to Cumberbatch for a sec.
Okay.
Don't you think it was kind of risky? Like, not reading the whole script?
It was definitely a gamble, yeah, but I think it worked. Like, he reacted to everything so genuinely.
Right.
Just like his character would.
Yeah, yeah. There were definitely times where he seemed like actually surprised.
Yeah, and it made it feel like more real, more spontaneous.
Totally. But then it makes you wonder, like, how much say did he have in his character then?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Right.
It's that whole, like, actor versus director thing.
Yeah.
How much creative control should an actor have?
It's tricky.
It is. Okay, speaking of creative control.
Yeah.
What do you think about the more fun stuff version of the movie? Like, do you think those extra scenes would have made the movie better, or were they right to leave them out?
I mean, more Matt Murdock and Happy Hogan is always a good thing.
Yeah, true.
And, like, seeing all three Spider-Men together, that would have been epic.
Oh, yeah. But I can also see, like, why they cut them.
Yeah.
It might have messed with the pacing, you know?
Right.
Or taken the focus away from what they were trying to do.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, let's circle back to those connections to Spider-Man 3.
Okay.
What else did you notice? Besides the whole, like, public opinion thing.
Well, there are some visual parallels, too.
Oh, like what?
Okay, remember in Spider-Man 3 when Peter's swinging through the city at night all, like, conflicted and stuff?
Yeah.
And then in No Way Home, they do a similar shot with all three Spider-Men, like they're unmasked and swinging around.
Oh.
It's like they're intentionally linking the two movies, showing how Peter's always going through this cycle, you know?
Yeah. Like, he's grown up, but he's still dealing with the same stuff.
Exactly.
And now it's just amplified because everyone knows who he is.
It is, and it's not just the visuals. There are themes that connect them too, you know?
Okay.
Like in both movies, Peter's influenced by something outside of himself, the symbiote in Spider-Man 3.
Right.
And the messed up spell in No Way Home.
Oh, right. And they both end up hurting people because of it.
Yeah. Like both movies are saying, hey, be careful with power.
Totally. No matter what kind of power it is.
Exactly.
Okay, but what about that little piece of the symbiote?
Oh, yeah. Eddie left a souvenir.
Right. Like, what does that mean for the MCU?
Well, it could mean a lot of things, right? Maybe someone else will bond with it. Someone who wants power, you know, or revenge. Yeah. And remember, in the comics, symbiotes can, like, make you more of who you already are.
Oh, right, right.
So if you're bad, the symbiote makes you worse.
Oh, that's scary.
It is, but it could also bond with a good guy, right?
Oh, that would be cool.
Totally, like a whole new kind of hero.
So many possibilities.
So many. It's what keeps us coming back for more, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Speaking of coming back for more, there's one thing I still don't get.
Okay.
You said there were connections to Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
Besides the visuals and the themes, what else is there?
Okay, this one might be a stretch.
Okay.
But hear me out.
All right.
In Spider-Man 3, remember when Harry confronts Peter in his apartment?
Yeah, yeah. And his mask breaks, and Peter sees it's him.
Right. Now think about the scene in No Way Home where the three Spider-Man are taking off their masks in Happy's apartment.
Wait, are you saying...
I'm just saying there are similarities. Most scenes are like confrontations in small spaces.
Okay.
And masks come off and people's identities are revealed. Maybe it's a coincidence, but maybe it's a little nod to Spider-Man 3.
Whoa, you might be right.
Right? It's amazing how much detail they pack into these movies.
It is. You notice something new every time you watch it.
Totally. That's why I love deep dives like this. You really get to peel back the layers.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a whole other level of the story.
It is, and it just makes the whole experience richer, you know?
Oh, totally. Okay, but going back to that 5-bonded carbon atom for a sec.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much buzz that little detail creates.
I know. Just shows you the power of paying attention, right?
Yeah, it's like a little reward for the science nerds out there.
Right, or maybe it was just a mistake.
Maybe.
But even if it was, it shows that these movies are still made by people.
Yeah.
People make mistakes.
True, true. Makes them more relatable, I guess.
It does, and sometimes those mistakes lead to really fun discussions.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Okay, so we've talked about a lot today.
We have.
But there's one question that's been, like, bugging me this whole time.
What's that?
What's next for Spider-Man in the MCU?
Oh, man, that's the big question, isn't it?
Right?
I mean, with the multiverse and that symbiote out there, who knows?
Seriously, I can't wait to see what they do next.
Me neither.
Well, I think that about wraps it up for this deep dive.
Yeah.
But before we go, I want to leave you with a question.
Okay.
If you could meet your past self, what would you tell them? Like, what advice would you give?
What a great question.
Right? It's something to think about as you keep exploring Spider-Man No Way Home.
It is. I think if I could talk to my past self, I'd tell him to not be afraid to take risks, you know?
Oh, yeah.
That's how you grow, and buy Apple stock early.
Oh, yeah. Always good advice.
Always.
All right, well, that's all the time we have for today.
Okay.
Thanks for swinging through the Spider-Verse with us. Until next time, stay curious and remember, with great power comes great responsibility. And to not worry too much about the little things, you know.
Right, like don't get hung up on a 5-bonded carbon.
Exactly. It's all about perspective.
It is.
Well, hey, it's been awesome diving into No Way Home with you.
Yeah, this was fun.
We've uncovered so much cool trivia and like debated those extended cuts.
Right. Those are always interesting.
Yeah, and even talked about like meeting our past selves, which
Oh, yeah, that was deep.
I know, right? It's been a real journey.
It has.
So we really explored this movie from all angles.
Yeah, we did. All the behind-the-scenes stuff, the connections to other Spider-Man films.
Right, right. And I think it shows that even a movie like this, you know, that everyone's seen and talked about,
Yeah.
there's still like so much more to discover.
There is. Like there's always something new to find.
Totally. It's like no matter how well you think you know something,
Yeah.
there's always a different way to look at it.
Always. And that's what's so cool about these deep dives.
It is.
It makes you like think harder about things, you know?
Oh, yeah. It's not just like surface level.
Right. It's about going deeper.
Exactly. So to everyone listening, like keep exploring No Way Home.
Yeah, really.
Pay attention to those little details.
See if you notice anything new.
And let us know what you find.
Oh, yeah. We love hearing from you guys.
For sure. All right. Until next time, keep those spidey senses sharp. Stay curious.
Stay curious.
And remember, with great power comes great responsibility to keep on learning.